Hello, and welcome to Retro Rank Rhapsody. This episode, Save the Girl, Save the World. It's February, so it's a new month. And with new months come new themes. And since February is the month that has Valentine's Day in it, I kind of figured, let's take a look at some games in which people go out of their way to save the people that they love. And if we're going to take a look at that, we kind of need to devote an episode to kind of one of the most overdone tropes, especially in early video games, that being the damsel in distress. You know, girl gets kidnapped, and you gotta save her. And unfortunately, it was early, so it's always almost a girl that got kidnapped. Anyway, we're gonna take a look at games in which, basically, we're going after some lady who gets kidnapped. And it's usually a princess, but in this episode, it's not always going to be a princess. Sometimes it's your sister. Sometimes it's your partner. Sometimes it's just could be all sorts of things. We got quite a bit to cover, so why don't we just go ahead and start? Yes. The damsel in distress. There's quite a few games that involve that. So naturally, kind of the first and like the most popular of the damsels to be distressed are definitely princesses. Video game princesses basically have one thing to do, and that is get kidnapped by various all sorts of evildoers and such. So this is actually a game that I have been really wanting to rank for a while because judging by what I've read of people's accounts of this game, I think I might be one of the few people that actually like this game. Because I've seen a lot of negative views of this game, and I'm just going to load it up real quick. Because I think there's some things that people don't understand about how this game kind of works. So, of course, it's going to take a while to load, even though it shouldn't, because this is a relatively old arcade game.
Finally, the Super Pitfall we've been waiting for.
This is not Super Pitfall.
What?
Thankfully. Come on. I know you can load. Here we go. So this is The Legend of Kage.
Oh, the arcade version.
Yes. I imagine most people are probably familiar with the NES port of this. But yes, this originally was an arcade game. Also, it might be a smidge loud. So, 1985 by Taito. It's a game in which you are a ninja who needs to, all the story we need to see, we'll see at the very beginning of the game. In fact, like right here.
Yes. Who says video games can't be art?
Oh no, princess get kidnapped? We gotta save her. Okay, so we are a ninja. We have shuriken and we have a short sword. The short sword is very nice because this is actually, I think, one of the first games that I know of that actually has a parry system. Because your short sword, let's see if someone will shoot at me. Okay. Well, we'll see it eventually at some point. Actually, I should say, so you have three weapons. You have your shuriken, which here, of course, if I mistime it. There, you can block your shuriken. So, so those are your two main weapons. You do have a third weapon, which is actually the screen. Because anything that goes off screen basically goes away. Also, this game has kind of 4 levels that kind of repeat, technically 5 levels. They repeat over and over again. You have that outside area in which you're basically just trying to go to the left. Eventually you'll come across various colors of monk. The red one is the one you want to kill, that'll end that stage. And here we just have to kill 10 ninjas. And not have that happen. The thing is, if an enemy is in a sword slash animation, you want to get as far away from them as you possibly can. Because once they're in that animation, you cannot kill them. The thing is, if you try and do the short sword while they're in that animation, you will actually bounce off of them. So that is actually a way to kind of save yourself. In this stage, basically, you're just going up. You're trying to basically climb this castle wall. And there will be a whole bunch of red ninjas, which is very unfortunate, due to changes that will happen once we kind of beat this stage, I guess.
Oh wait, is this the same as the NES version?
Yes.
Okay, because the NES version is famous for being incomprehensible.
I think it's just the fact that this is a really weird game because I think kind of people like, you see like these really floaty jumps, which I think it's kind of trying to emulate like old Japanese, like old ninja like action movies where people just have weird jumps and all that.
The wire fu.
Yes. Which when you're actually trying to play it feels really weird. Unless you actually know like how it works, which I definitely don't blame people for being like weirded out by that.
Well, it was also like, it's not clear always what you have to do on each stage. You said like kill 10 ninjas. You can wind up trapped on one screen just jumping around like a ball.
Okay. Yeah, well, there is a counter at the bottom of the screen for that one, but still. Also, it's weird because it's not exactly clear that you have to slash at the princess to like free her from that post. So yeah, now that we've actually freed the princess, we now are escaping the castle with her. One problem though. Joe's it's getting out again. And now we have a boss. Oh. Okay, you know what? Rather than me accidentally hitting the button and killing the boss instantly, so these boss fights
you killed the boss instantly?
Yeah, because the trick of the boss is basically you need to just get one lucky shuriken and basically get it through his defenses.
You just killed him.
So also, I'll go like compared to the NES version, it is a little bit different because in the way the bosses work in the NES version, they kind of act the same. The thing is, in order to kill them, basically, you saw that butterfly that was flying around?
Yeah.
You have to kill that butterfly. In order to, like, you hit it with a bunch of shurikens and it'll fall over and then you can get a hit on the boss.
And then
okay, and also, so here's kind of the big change that makes the red ninjas a lot more dangerous. They now throw smoke bombs. Smoke bombs will kill you if you try and deflect them. So you basically need to, you basically need to jump in order to get prevent yourself from dying. Yes, I couldn't think of the term. Also, one other difference between the NES version is that I think it's as you kill a certain amount of people, there will be a little, I think it's a scroll that appears. Or no, it's a little kind of orb thing. As you collect those orbs, you will actually get extra hits. So you'll kind of change colors. Like I believe it goes green, yellow, and then I think orange or something like that. And those actually give you slightly more power because I believe your shuriken will pierce or something. Like it'll change the properties of it to make it better. I'm not exactly sure, 100% certain how. Yeah. And yeah, this section right here is actually probably one of the most dangerous, like the most tense one, because just with the way that the red ninjas act, you have to be extremely quick with your reflexes. And yeah, the best way I kind of deal with this is basically to kind of serpentine your way up this because, yeah, and then just the way with the angle, there's no way you can kind of dodge that smoke bomb, which is very annoying. Like, I will I act as somewhat of an apologist of this game because this is a kind of a weird game that you kind of, in order to really enjoy, you kind of have to get used to its weird minutia. But I can definitely see that there are some issues with this game.
Mostly I remember the NES version, and we never seemed to figure out what was going on. We get trapped in the tree stage forever.
Yeah, that one, because it's basically, you just go left as much as you can. Also, the weird thing about those fire monks is that the fire itself has kind of a weird hitbox, in the sense that you can actually kind of go through it a little bit, but it's not consistent. Okay. Yep. Okay. Also, okay, this guy is also kind of a dick. Okay, let's try this again.
Well, it seems the best way to beat him is to be throwing shurikens and luck out that when he comes on the screen, he collides with one and dies.
Yeah, it's you have to, because you can... Yeah, I don't know why he's being exceptionally kind of... Because usually it's not... I don't get quite stuck in this loop. But God, yeah, he's being... I was gonna say, when I was doing my test runs, it's usually not that bad. But then again, I guess if you just continuously run to left. But it's just if you get in a... Or you can do that. So yeah. Kage successfully kidnapped or saved Princess Kiri from the enemy. All evils are disappeared and the peace pervaded everywhere. This is the story of a young ninja in the old days of Japan.
Oh!
However, thank you for the sub. And yeah.
That's so ridiculous!
Yeah.
So is he like reaching out the side of the palanquin, just grabbing her and yanking her inside?
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah. As this is an old arcade game, the game just kind of loops from there. It'll kind of go through the seasons like it was originally summer, then spring, or then autumn, then winter, and then it'll kind of loop kind of forever. So yeah, we've basically seen all of Legend of Kage. Same with the NES version. There isn't a... I think in the NES version, there's like a... Okay, you have to like go like 6... Like, I think it's like 4 loops in order to like see a ending. But yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, Legend of Kage, it definitely kind of goes into the attack list. I like what it's kind of going for. Like, it's a game that I respect, like it's trying to do like you shoot the ninjas and you can actually like parry stuff. And I think that's really neat.
Two-way scrolling and the floaty jumps is nice.
It is. But it definitely shows its age quite a bit, and it is a massive dick.
Everything is tiny, the shurikens are like minuscule and easy to lose in the background.
Yeah, even though they blink, which is really weird. But yeah, it's kind of... It has issues, but I do like what it's kind of overall like trying to do. So I kind of think I'm thinking somewhere in the green. Like I'm thinking, I don't know, I would not put it above Donkey Kong or New Rally X.
Okay, what about Bomberman?
I kind of think about, like, I am thinking kind of above Bomberman, especially classic Bomberman. Because yeah,
I could see that.
Yeah.
Because Bomberman's a nice, cute, thinky game, but the classic version...
It's incredibly slow and just not that interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, yeah, not to say that later Bombermans, I would definitely say pretty much every Bomberman afterwards is probably better. But I think in between New Rally X and the original Bomberman, well, I should say NES Bomberman, not MSX Bomberman. Yeah, I think that's kind of a good spot for it.
Roger that.
So yeah, 38.5. The Legend of Kage. And this episode 77.
Specifically the arcade version.
Yeah, I would put the NES version pretty much at the same level. Like,
Hey!
The Friends of Ringo Ishikawa, PC, Steam.
What? Friends of... I have never heard of that. Which actually I say I do that. That actually did remind me. Let's see, the Friends of Ringo Ishikawa. Why does this look... Oh, gee, I wonder what this game is trying to... I see what this game's going for, and... Who's this by? Okay, I'll take a look at it. It looks weird, but sure. I've never heard of that, so yeah, I'll take a look at it.
I didn't know Ringo had friends.
I guess. So yes, I would put the NES version practically at the same level.
Okay, and this is a Taito? Yes, Taito.
Yep, it is a Taito game. It is very much a Taito game. Which actually, with it being 1985, I will say that I really like... The music in that is a lot better than I'd imagine from a 1985 game, but if you kind of think... Like, I usually think of 85 being a lot more blippy and bloopy, music-wise, than kind of what that was. But then again, if you think about it, that's the same year that Space Harrier came out.
Yeah, that's... Legend of Kage would have looked dated in 1985.
Yeah.
I mean, when's Kid Nicky come out?
Kid Nicky, I think, was 80... Somewhere between 86 and 88, I would imagine.
Okay, so maybe not that dated. But
yeah,
that game looks a little dated already. It's got tiny sprites, blocky, bizarre background.
Kid Nicky looked like an NES game, even the arcade version.
Yeah,
and
I'm talking about
like one too.
I'm talking about like Kage. Like it went with the realistic types, faceless sprites, but the tiny figures. It has two-way scrolling, but I mean, you'd have to compete with I think Xevious had already been out by then.
Oh, Xevious was definitely out by then.
Yeah, so...
Okay, let's do that. I would kind of just say that... I wouldn't call that... Well... Part of me... I do kind of actually think it might actually qualify as expert, because in order to play... Like, you have to have incredibly fast reflexes for that game.
If it's a one-hit kill game, it's almost definitely an expert game.
Okay. Also, I'm going to put P for photosensitive because that lightning effect could be kind of annoying if you get bothered by that kind of thing.
It really could.
Things of note in this game. I want to say that I like the music in the game.
It has good music, and it is two-way scrolling, and it does have unusual freedom of movement. Oh, and the parry. You also said it was one of the first games that actually has a parry mechanic.
It does. I don't know, because I could actually see the game, like, overall gameplay. I think I could kind of see that being a more decisive thing, because at the same time, it is neat that you have that. The fact that it requires, like, you have to be really on the draw for that kind of thing, and just the overall fact that things are just so tiny, and sometimes the parrying, it's not exactly consistent either.
It's way less forgiving than Kid Nicky. That's definitely true.
Yeah, I think I would just say that I like the music and kind of leave it as that.
As much as it looks like a good game, I would be tempted to ding the graphics.
Ding the graphics?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice that they do a palette rotation, but for a game that repeats itself, there's like, 3 backgrounds? They're incredibly large and samey and repetitive. There's not a lot of animation in the figures. I mean, compare this to we already saw Mario Brothers in the list, or Burger Time, or other games of 85 and earlier. Congo Bongo would have had a lot more frames of animation, whereas this one is incredibly stiff, and also to the point where everything's so tiny you can't see anything on the busy backgrounds. It's really hard to see things. I think the graphics on this definitely a downside.
Also, I need to check something real quick. Oh, okay, Control, Alt, and Shift. Okay, that's what it is. Control, Alt, Shift, 1. Oh. Okay,
I mean, I saw you rewinding because you got killed by something you never even saw.
Yeah, that was which is usually like, when I was just playing it just normally, it's usually not even that. 1 second. Okay, is it good now?
Yeah, you said good.
Yeah, the problem is you're not going to hear it on Discord. It's voice meter where it's acting up. Okay. Okay, yeah, which reminds me. Also I forgot to say, yeah, I forgot to put the whole thing that whatever. Yeah. Since I said that I would go and discuss it, I did want to bring up, especially since I have the list up, I did go ahead and implement 4 new, with it technically being, since it's February and it's been kind of I usually like to do changes to the system every 3 months. So it's been 3 months, and I have added. I already showed off the. We started with the list last week. I did want to mention that I did add 4 new things to the Funbuck shop, which you can see. I believe this is the. Yes. So on this list, I mentioned last time that we see how we have these thumbs up and thumbs down. I don't have any thumbs down, but those are implemented. Thumbs up costs 5,000, which is half of a normal request. You can also add a thumbs down for twice, or for 200 or 20,000, because I do like to think that this is a more positive channel, and I want to encourage people putting thumbs up for games that they like rather than put games down. So that's there. I'm trying to think of what the other.
You let us buy milestones now.
Yes, that is one thing I decided, since I figured a lot of people have a lot of Funbucks. So I have it so that you can now automatically buy out a Funbucks or a milestone game if you have 100,000 Funbucks, which some people are getting close.
Oh, we can buy it out? I thought we could just add to the end.
No. So what you're doing is you're buying it out. So right now I have 3 milestone games. My 5 Twitch sub one being Cave Story, my 200 Twitch follows being Mega Man Sprite Game, and the 150 YouTube subscribes being Cave Story. Or no, not Cave Story, Shovel Knight. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and just say, hey, I want you to do one of these 3 games, you can go ahead and buy that out. So the way that will work is basically it will kind of shift it down. So say you wanted me to go ahead and play Mega Man Sprite Game by 200 Twitch follow. Basically, the next game in the line would shift down to the 200 Twitch follow. So it's not like, oh, I'm not going to do another milestone until 250. What is the... Oh, right. In the 200 Twitch follow one, or 251, which I believe is Mighty number 9 I have at it. So yeah, if you, for some reason, want to bump that down, you can buy that out if you have 100,000 Funbucks. I'm
bougie bullshit?
Also, I'm going to look to see what the hell is the other thing I added, because I added 4 things. Oh, right. I have it so in the metrics guide I mentioned, or we have these fun little note things. The things like these last 2 right here, where basically the thing where we check to see if the game allows dirty words in the high scoreboard, or games with prominent peaches, to put it delicately. You can have me look for something, like say... I forgot what is the example I gave. Say, for example, game that you can play as a monkey or something. Or games that have it so that if you put in different credits, it makes a different noise. You can put that in there. So if you want to see me look for a trope in a game, I believe it is 30,000 Funbucks, and I will go look for that for you. Yeah. So that's what I've added. And that's about it. Okay,
Just
so
a
yeah.
category name, the Baps.
Also, which reminds me, I do have the right to deny anyone if you're looking for something that I don't feel comfortable looking for. Also, right, I don't have the notifications for it yet. Bear has requested that I put a thumbs up next to Zero Ranger. So I can do that real quick.
Damn, I don't have the money to put a thumbs up next to Zero Ranger as well.
Okay. There's a thumbs up next to Zero Ranger. Okay, enough of that. So we can move on to the next game. So, this next game, this is one of those games that I kind of respect more than I enjoy playing. And it's actually a game that I was planning on waiting to do until the next Namco Museum episode because it's on there. It's on a really weird Namco Museum release. But anyway, I just bring it up. God, why are these taking so long to load? So yes, I kind of wanted to do this game because, so that game the damsel that we saved was a princess. Sometimes it's not something so regal. Sometimes it's just we got to save, our comrade. We just got to save our friend. And you do so in this game because that is the entire plot of this game. If it would load. I don't know why it's taking so long.
One day, what I'm sure is Rolling Thunder will load.
Yes.
Didn't you and Loco co-op it for ranking?
We didn't co-op it for ranking. We just co-opted. We co-opted 2. But yes.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? You were taking way too long. I'm just doing this the hard way. Okay, god damn it.
Kick its ass.
I don't know why it's deciding to take so long to load. It's a game from 1986. There we go. Rolling
It's
Thunder.
very resource intensive. It was very forward thinking. It's like Crisis, really.
I guess. But yes, Rolling Thunder.
Yes.
You are WCPO, which I believe is World Crime Police Organization, Agent Albatross. And your partner Leela has been kidnapped. So the weird thing about this, at least this game, in terms of like where it, or like if you care about the plot of Rolling Thunder, supposedly this game takes place in like 1968, which I think they did that because it's on Namco's System 86 hardware, and they just flip the numbers.
Well, it does have a very 60s vibe to it.
It does, but also they discard that with every other release. So, yes.
In the 60s, when they fought neon-colored Klansmen, yeah.
Yeah, the enemies, the maskers look somewhat unfortunate, but yes, let's just go ahead. And start.
If you're reading a 1960s manga, you wouldn't bat an eye. This would totally fit like a 1960s manga.
I guess. But yes.
Like Go-Go 13 or Cyber 009 or something.
Go-Go.
Yeah. So one weird thing about certain arcade cabinets of this is they have a level select in here. We're just going to start from 1. But, yeah. So, Rolling Thunder. You can shoot. You have a limited number of bullets, which is interesting because that's definitely not something that usually appears. But yes. Also, you have a life bar. That life bar is incredibly deceptive. Because, let me take a hit from something. Yeah. Half of it's gone. If I were to get shot if someone were to shoot at me and I got hit, that entire thing's going down in 1 hit.
Yep.
This game is really a 2-hit game. In fact, most ports of this would just straight up give you a thing that has 2 pips. Also, you can go into doors, but usually they don't do anything. Home ports of this would actually hide like secret things, like occasionally there will be, you'll get more bullets, even though it's not marked. Also, you will get, sometimes you come across these rooms that the arms, basically you get a submachine gun.
These monsters have a room full of arms.
And one thing that's unusual with this game is if you drop on somebody. See if you can drop on somebody who's out.
Like, this guy right here?
Yeah, see if you can land on him. Oh, I think you did.
Whoop. Okay. Oh, let's see, because you have...
You should be able to stun him if you land on him. There you go. You just...
Yeah, because you can do that. If you bump into them, you'll stun them, but you'll take
Yeah.
damage from it, which is
Okay.
like the first thing that is one of the big changes that Rolling Thunder 2 did was basically you no longer take contact damage. But yes, it kind of changes the flow. Also, sometimes they know that you're in there, and it's just like you're not going to be able to avoid taking that hit. It's kind of annoying. Also, the music,
go
music
ahead.
in this game is phenomenal.
It is. I mean, it's very 60s spy. You say.
Yes.
Can't jump up if there's no railing. Now, see, you could speed run this. Whee!
Yeah, you can jumping. It really is because there will be staircases that you have to go down, and that is the best way to kind of go down them.
Calling
the
that
an-
a staircase is being real generous.
Oh, wait until we see the actual staircases.
The animation in this is just so nice.
Yeah, this game looks really good.
It's a really good looking game, yeah. Ah, the sandbag stairway, I see.
Wait until the next stage.
I mean, it looks so good. It almost excuses the palette swap enemies.
Also, when you finish every stage, you will see Leela in various states of distress.
And they salute the boss. Very, like, Mazinger vibe here.
Pseudo explosives linger for the entire animation.
I don't think so. Yes, Layla, I believe, is actually the main character of the sequel. Like, it's player 1 is Leela and player 2 is Albatross. Which is important because that game actually has co-op. Which is actually really fun co-op, too. In the arcade version, the pump port of it is actually really interesting because they changed the way the co-op works. Which actually I should speaking of home ports, especially of this game, the NES, this was a game that had a lot of kind of home ports to various computer consoles in Europe. I think most people probably are familiar with the NES port of this game, which is actually kind of interesting because it turns out that if you were just to kind of take a look at the copyright on it, it looks like it's just a Namco made game. The thing is that the port of the original, the port of Rolling Thunder to the NES was actually done, one of the first games that was done by Arc System Work. Also, here's your staircase. See, you kind of need to jump down those.
And you're supposed to walk down them, you goddamn barbarian.
Which Arc System Work working on the NES port of this game is actually kind of interesting in a weird way because eventually they would work on another game for Capcom called Codename Viper, which is essentially Rolling Thunder with the serial numbers filed off. Also, they can touch your feet, but if they touch your body, then you'll get hit.
Joke's on them, you're not ticklish.
I guess. God damn it. Yeah. Also, you have a little bit of air control, but definitely not enough to be pure platformer. You can slow down, but you can't change direction. Also, I wonder if no, there's no way I can do that. Come on.
Yeah, see, a problem becomes evident that even though the game looks really nice, it's also really cheap.
This game is a bastard. Yes, this is on the This and its sequel is on the Namco Museum Switch collection. Also, I really like this. So stages 3 and 4 have a different music track, and I really like it. You want to hear really good arcade bass? Whoop.
I love this like hell beast that you banish from this world with your bullets.
Yeah, claw guys like that would show up in Speed Racer. This is so 60s.
So one thing I wasn't actually super familiar with is that this game actually you have limited continues. It's one of those games like Contra and Haunted Castle where even if you put credits in, you still can only continue a limited amount of times. It is actually it's an option that's toggleable in the dip switches. You can change it to either be 3 or 6, but you can't make it infinite, which sucks. Also, here's an enemy that doesn't care about, walls, I guess. Also, they kind of melt into purple, which is weird.
I mean, dude, they're giant cats. Of course they don't care about walls.
I guess. Oh, and also, are you just gonna... Oh, I'm just gonna take that. Also, in the arcade version, there is no way to recover health. In the home ports, sometimes if you go into a certain door, I believe you will be able to recover health. Also, this section sucks.
Do you regain health on level transition, or?
Yes, that you do. Yeah, this hallway in particular sucks because if you progress it too fast, you will there's no way to dodge that many bullets.
Yeah, these screens aren't really necessary and they don't add that much to the game.
Yeah, they're a bit weird.
Yeah, like why does the boss have this screen of like a large screen of watching his men chase some half-naked woman around?
Also, you saw how it said Story 1 area, whatever? This game actually does the Ghouls and Ghosts thing. Or the Ghosts and Goblins thing. You have to beat the game twice in order to see the actual ending.
Speaking of that, here are your Red Remers.
Yeah, kind of, except
you have a gun.
Yeah, except we can shoot him in the face.
Do they just, like, disintegrate into a cloud of gore?
Yeah, kinda. Whoops. Also, it's great, Bear, because not only would they do it for Shinobi, they would do it again for eSWAT. Because the arcade version of eSWAT is basically this, but at some point you turn into bootleg RoboCop.
God, this game is such a fucker.
Yeah. That's the thing. I respect this game, what it's trying to do, but God, is it a bastard. Oh, wait, they're dodging my shots? This one panther was just dodging my shots. Also, this part sucks. Oh, because this game really isn't built. Also, it does that if you shoot them.
God, now you gotta contend with, like, flame sprites? What the fuck?
Yeah, also, whoops.
What is this place?
God damn it. It's the hideout, I believe it's Neldra, I think is the guy's name? Oh, God. One nice thing, though, I will say about the NES port is that they give you a password system. I believe the NES one, it's just like a normal, like, you just put in, like, the words. It's like just like a normal letter one. The fun thing is about I know it's in 2, I don't know if it's in 3, but the password system in 2 is basically form a sentence. Like, you have a choice, So it's like you make like an 8-word sentence and you just have a bunch of choices for words.
Okay, yeah, now this is definitely excessive.
Yes. Okay. So this is the last state, basically technically not the last stage, but it is kind of the format for the last stage, I guess, is a way to phrase it. Yeah, you make some really good sentences.
I was trying to find if I could find the specs on the hardware here, because this is 8-bit hardware, but I'm wondering how it does the color, because it is very limited color selection, but it looks really nice.
Also, there's a lot of stuff on the screen at one time too. Okay.
Yeah, I can't find. Everyone wants to talk about the System 1. No one wants to talk about the 86, so I can't get good specs on it.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of. I don't think there are a whole lot of really good games on the 86 because I think Wonder Momo, Baraduke 2, I think Modos. No, Modos wasn't.
It is able to do. Wow, it can do up to 127 sprites. So that's probably why your legs don't count, but your upper body does, because each sprite's 32 by 32.
Okay, but yeah, these passers for Rolling Thunder 2 are pretty good. Like, a magical machine muffled the killer? Or a digital rainbow muffled the secret?
Yeah, it's really good, and also
A logical thunder smashed the powder!
I can't jump down from there. I'm just gonna have to take the hit. Oh, okay, okay, I guess I can go through that.
Yeah, this is only 288 by 224.
Okay.
So, even though it's really low resolution, it looks really good.
Yep. And now, because we beat that, gotta do the whole thing over again.
Loop 2!
Yeah, we're not doing Loop 2.
How dare you, I want the true ending and more fetish shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's Rolling Thunder. It is a game that it is a bastard, but it's trying to do some neat stuff. This definitely belongs in the attack list. We put Legend of Kage at 39. I would probably put that above, but then again, I still don't know if I'd put it above Rally X.
Well, I was like thinking like compared to Contra, which I would rather play.
Yeah, I would probably. I could kind of see playing like I know it's original Donkey Kong, but still, I would. Yeah, I kind of want to put it in between New Rally X and The Legend of Kage.
Yeah, it sounds fun to me.
Oh yeah, Rolling Thunder 2 is heads and bounds better than Rolling Thunder 1. Just the soul, not just the fact that it's just in general a better game. The fact that you can actually run into enemies without taking damage changes the way that game works in a really nice way. Okay, so that was also an arcade game. Also, I'm kind of forgetting what games I'm even looking at today.
I don't know, but these scones are damn good.
What flavor?
Blueberry with an orange zest.
What kind of tone should we put that?
What would you put for like 60s action?
I don't. How about cool? Because that game's kind of cool.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, it's got the jazzy soundtrack, and you're supposed to rescue the babe from the close
And you wear a turtleneck.
God. You know what? God, speaking of just jazz, I'm just going to play it. I'm just gonna play one song from 2 real quick because, by God, that soundtrack for 1 is really good. 2's is on a different level. Where are you? How about this?
Yeah, the Namco
I was saying, actually,
boards had a lot of sound
Talk
hardware.
about
Actually, I should do
fucking
this.
bass. They had stereo. By God, they were going to use it.
Yep.
Yeah, the multi-channel. Yeah, wow.
So yeah, God, Rolling Thunder 2 is just so good. But yes, that game is definitely an expert level game.
Oh, I put it at researcher. It's look at how much you were rewinding and how cheap it gets near the end, and the fact that the game
Yeah,
loops. It's kind of like
You know what? Yeah, I'd actually kind of agree with you on that.
because you keep saying Rolling Thunder 2 is way better, so you tell someone, no, go play Rolling Thunder 2, not this.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
I
well,
can
this is an
definitely see that.
absolute bastard. That's why this is the kind of thing you look at for the history of it, I guess. Music, real good.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to think of. I think the music I would definitely. I don't know if I'd put it at love level, but it's just.
I would
really
say
good.
like. I would say like. Yeah.
Definitely put it at like. I
I
also
would
think,
say the art too.
Yeah,
I would say the graphics have aged extremely well.
Like surprisingly well.
Also, just one other thing that I'm going to do, or just say for these kind of things, I'm limiting to 2 charms per thing. So it's basically what are the 2 most notable things, unless it's a thing that it does extremely well, and then it gets 1.
Dislike though, I would put gameplay.
Yeah,
Definitely dislike the gameplay.
I'm thinking either gameplay or I'm thinking actually cheese or for kind of cheap balancing.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. I was wondering why you had cheese and milk for one of them.
So cheese is cheap difficult. It's Ghosts and Goblins. Cheese for cheap difficulty or cheap balancing. Milk for age has not aged poorly, or it is not aged well.
Milk, because it's a filthy milk drinker.
So yeah, I would put cheese.
Definitely cheese because in the earlier parts of the game it's kind of fun. It's slow. It's methodical. You have the doors, but then you're right. Later, what's this Panther crap? Like, why the screen's just full of crap?
Also, Loop 2 is a bastard. Loop 2 is
Yeah.
even,
Also, those flame sprites were an absolute fucker.
wait until you have laser turrets that you have to deal with.
Oh, and you can't shoot up, which
Yeah, you can't shoot up. You can't shoot while you're jumping. So yes.
yeah, it's just no.
So yeah, that's kind of what I'd put for that.
I just wish we had a tone for turtleneck.
We do. It's cool.
Turtlenecks
guess.
are not cool.
They were in the '60s.
They were in the 60s.
As someone who owns a lot of turtlenecks, I can definitely say that turtlenecks are not cool.
Are you sure it's the turtlenecks and not just you?
No, it's definitely the turtlenecks. Anyway, hold on, I forgot what other games. Let's see what. Oh right, this next game. So we're moving into fun territory. Because this next game, so that game we rescued our dams, or the damsel we rescued was our partner. This time it's our kind of adopted daughter? Question mark? Because we're heading into the game. The thing that the game is based off is definitely not weird. It is the game itself that is kind of weird. Because we'll hear it right here when it loads. One reason why it's weird. If it decides to load. I hear the thing booting.
You're having loading problems today.
Yeah, I don't know why. Namely because I need to toss this computer in the garbage, but that's just another thing.
It's so I have more time to eat these scones.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
Screw you, I have Pop
Okay,
Tarts.
okay, you know what? I'm gonna just reboot RetroArch apparently after everything.
I got homemade scones, motherfucker.
Also, so there's one thing right off the bat. We're in Famicom Disk System territory. Here's the other territory we're in. We're in prototype territory, because this game technically never came out.
Oh boy, 20th Century Fox. I see. I saw.
Yeah. This is a Square game. 1987 was a really interesting year for Square. So, basically to preface this entire game, the reason why Activision was credited is because I believe Activision had the rights to games based on this movie, which came out in '86. It's based off Aliens, the sequel to the original Alien. So, Square, this game came out on the MSX. And the reason I'm not doing that is because I want to savor all my viewers' eyes. Because that game is not pretty. It is also not great.
The MSX is a hellscape.
So, yeah. Just to kind of... So, Square had a really interesting history with the Famicom Disk System because... Well, why don't I just kind of explain this game in a nutshell? It is a side-scrolling action game. We are playing as Ellen Ripley, who is going on to the planet, I believe it is I looked it up because I'm not actually super familiar with the movie. I believe it is LV-426, where the xenomorphs actually live. And basically we have to rescue what kind of turned into her adoptive daughter, even though it definitely isn't her daughter, Newt. Basically, she was someone who is basically a civilian that was like the only survivor of like a xenomorph attack.
That is correct.
Yeah. This game is really weird mechanically. So, did you see how when things blew up, how they kind of exploded into those little bits?
Yes.
Do you remember the plot point about xenomorph blood?
Yes, that is acid and can hurt you. A lot of the first-person shooters that were based off of after you killed a monster, you couldn't step through its corpse. Because it would be acid.
Okay. Yes. You cannot... Basically, that will hurt you if you go into it. Also, if you pause and unpause, it'll restart the music.
Well, this is a prototype.
Yes. So, the MSX version plays roughly the same. The one big difference... One big difference is the fact that except for your starting gun, every other gun would have limited ammo, as would grenades. Which, by the way, you throw by hitting up and A.
Also, man, this game's a real fucker.
Yeah. Oh, also, a fun thing about your jumping. That's what the boots power-up would upgrade your jumping. If you are in a neutral jump and hold up and A, or up and jump, you will do that stupid somersault.
Oh, wow!
Okay, and here's an
Ripley was
upgrade
a
gun.
gymnast.
The Twin Pulse,
Okay.
Basically, it's a double damage.
So, instead of Contra ripping off Alien, this is Alien ripping off Contra.
Kind of.
Look, I just appreciate that you have 2 boots for your feet and 2 boots for your hands.
So what that is basically, I believe is it up in attack? It's up in, no, it's down in attack. Okay. It's a button combination. What is the button combination for it?
Down, up, attack.
Is it No, it's not. There's a
This
button
is-
combination that you have to activate it. Basically, it's invincibility. It's I believe it is supposed to be like the power loader. Like the get away from her. Oh, there it is. It's. How did I activate it? Oh, it's up. It's up in A and B at the same time. Is how you do that.
Okay, but seriously, why do you have 4 boots?
I don't know.
It's boots on your boots.
As I said, it's 2 boots for your feet, 2 boots for your hands, and some sweet armbands.
Also, jumping is not.
It's more of a
This is a
suggestion.
prototype.
also-
This is a fucking nightmare.
Also, you can't aim like that.
Oh wow! But not down.
No. Oh, actually, yes, you can do down. Not,
Oh, there
but
you
not
go.
when you're standing though. Oh, also.
So, wait, the Twin Pulse has limited ammo, you said?
In the MSX version, it would.
Oh, in the MSX version, okay.
No, that is one thing they changed in the Famicom Disk System version. Oh, also, so one other thing you had in the MSX that you don't have in here is a slide. You don't have that in here. However,
Can aliens crawl?
Okay, no, this is really good.
Yes, that's amazing.
Just gently vibrate yourself through the hole.
I don't think I can almost guarantee that is not how you're supposed to do that, but that's how I'm going to do it anyway.
Finally,
triple
6 boots!
6 boots.
I don't even know where these ones go, but they're great!
Boots over your boots.
God, this is so good.
Armor, I'm not exactly certain what it does.
I'm guessing it reduces damage somehow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it does as well, but
God, this is so good. I love this game. I take back everything I said.
there is something like this game is definitely, I would not call it good. There is something fascinating about it though.
It looks better than Predator.
Yeah. Also, with the fact that this is a Square game, this is a Nobuo Uematsu soundtrack.
Perfect.
So, as I was kind of saying earlier, Square in 1987, especially with the Famicom Disk System. So, in late 1986, Square and I believe it is 6 other hardware or game developers at the time created a, I forgot exactly what the term is, but basically it's kind of a co-publishing thing where Square was kind of heading it, called the Disc Original Group. So they put a lot of effort into their Famicom Disk System releases. Which, just a reminder, Square was not always the powerhouse that you kind of think of Square being.
I mean, it kind
they-
of stopped being it too, but you know.
Well,
did,
the
but
game,
they
the game is named Final Fantasy because they thought it was going to be their last release.
Well, there's also the thing with that is that, also here we have the servo rifle, which is basically now have a gun that's automatic. The thing with that is also, so that was also, yeah, 1987 Square was not doing so hot financially because the Disc Original Group never really took off that well. The only really good games that came out of it were a game called Tobidachi Daisakusen, which is basically the game that came over here as was it the 3D or the Battles of 3D World Runner, I think. And like there was a decent port of Little Computer People to the Famicom Disk System called Apple Town Story, but most of them were kind of really obscure. Oh, I go this way. So I wonder if they got canceled due to the fact that I would imagine that it being an Aliens game, they would have to share like royalties with, you know, Activision. But also, I don't know exactly. I think there was a thing that basically all of Square's releases were going under that label, and I believe there was some. I think I read somewhere that there was some like royalty sharing in that, so they would have to share it with a bunch of other companies. So I can actually probably guarantee you that the reason that it got canceled eventually was not the quality of the game, because we've done Famicom Disk System games on this show before, and quality is not exactly the thing to look for in those. They kind of got away.
Yeah, this is pretty high quality for a Famicom Disk System game. Also, this new grenade seems worse than your other one.
It's better in certain ways. The M40 grenade is nice because it lingers. So if I were to throw it somewhere that like I knew something would be at.
Yeah, I guess another problem with this game would be that you couldn't release it in the US because there's no Famicom game system in the US. So did anybody in Japan know what Aliens was?
Oh yeah. Oh, also, I hope you like warping door puzzles, because every stage after here.
Well, this game is trash now.
Yeah.
Officially garbage.
Okay, here's the thing.
You had me and then you lost me.
I guess those are environmental hazards. Oh no, you can kill them, wow.
Yeah, you can kill them. Yeah, there's no way to kind of get that jump without making it seem really weird. Oh, also... this.
What the? I love it.
You are hurting it.
It's not even flashing or anything.
There's a health bar though, you can see it decrease.
Yeah, we're doing damage to it, and I'm not exactly certain where the hitbox is, but...
Yeah, it's a little weird how choppy it is, because they could have made it move smoothly, but they didn't.
I think this is actually just the sprite from the MSX, just slightly changed a little bit.
Do grenades hurt it?
No, because I don't think we can get... I don't think... Oh, I can't even throw grenades.
Weird.
That acid doesn't hurt.
I was waiting for that to kill you.
Yeah, I really thought you were about to commit suicide in the acid.
Nope. Also, by the way, I hope you like that boss, because that is the only boss in this game, and they repeat it after every stage in this game. Going forward. Okay, also... going back to Twin Pulse, because that... Oh. What?
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope and right out.
by the way, if you were not quick on that draw, you would just go straight into that water and die.
Yep.
Wow.
By the way, this is identical to the stage in the MSX version.
Wow.
Just let yourself drown in the...
Just fucking die.
Oh my god!
Oh, what a middle finger.
It was actually just a storage closet.
That was the best.
Yeah, like for a split second, I thought you'd rewound.
Nope.
It's like, no, wait, broom closet.
Oh, this is embarrassing.
This game would, like... Yeah, the problem is this game is repetitive and unfair.
Also, I'm pretty sure
Well,
that
it's
is
like,
a...
oh man, the more power-ups you get, the easier this game gets, and it just starts becoming a raging asshole.
Yep.
It's like, oh no, at this point the player's probably too powerful. Well,
Let's just kill him instantly.
God, the vibrating is so good.
Well, doesn't Samus in Metroid, they had to roll into a ball because they couldn't make a convincing crawl animation? I guess this shows that off.
Why can't
So that's why
why
Metroid
can't Ellen
can't
crawl?
Just imagine Sigourney Weaver taking a knee and then vibrating wildly.
I mean, that's pretty good though.
Get away from here, baby. Just imagine that power loader scene, just her vibrating the entire time. God damn it.
Just constantly crouching and standing up.
There's a gun that I should have been able to find, but I can't seem to find it.
I never thought I'd say this, but Contra's a better game.
Just that should be the title of the fucking stream.
Well, it's not dark and creepy enough to be survival horror, and it's not fast and interesting enough to be
Also-
a platformer.
Also, the hip.
Okay, this AI is horseshit. We discovered the weakness. You have to shoot it from the right angle.
Yep. Also, find the thing where.
Still have no idea what you're supposed to be shooting.
I'm not really sure either.
It's something
It looked
like near the head.
face. Yeah, but it has to be shot from the right angle, or... Doesn't matter because you're fucking dead.
Yeah, let's see what happens when I die.
Yeah, do you lose all your shit?
Yes, I do, and it starts from the beginning of the
Wow,
stage.
fuck this! I think we're done.
Nope, and right out of this.
Yeah,
Can see
that's
why this was never released.
Yep. Also, you don't start with full health part either.
Wow.
So, wait, that's also... No, because that's how much health you would have normally. The white bits are from health ups.
Yep.
Which is also weird that you keep that, but you don't keep your power-ups.
Yep.
Well, it is a prototype.
Beat me harder, game, is what I'm saying.
The original game was like that too. Which
Kick me when I'm fucking down. I need this.
I would say, but we've actually been going on for like an hour, and I was not expecting that to go on for that long. I was going to show off the MSX version, but just look it up on YouTube. This goes on the resist list. I would probably... I'm thinking in between Stone Protectors and Adventures of the Magic Kingdom.
Well, I was wondering if I'd rather play Friday, like, Athena or this.
I can't believe you would put this above Battletoads.
You say that about every shit game, though.
No, like, really.
No, genuinely, I get you, and I feel you, and honestly, I probably agree.
I mean, that had a teleporter maze in it. That had the teleporter maze to end all teleporter.
That was also infinitely more punishing on death than Battletoads ever was.
Battletoads has
Battletoads?
Clango
I was about to say Battletoads has Klingerwinger though.
Yes, but you know what? You can just get up and keep moving in Klingerwinger. It fucking blows. You can keep going.
You can push through Klingerwinger,
Also, you could skip
The
Klingerwinger
second you
technically.
die in this, you are eternally fucked.
and you can skip Klingerwinger. Where the teleporter maze alone.
Which, by the way, we didn't see the one, but there is one of those that just straight up kills you. Like, there's no way to avoid it.
Nice.
I mean, come
And
on,
also,
even
once again, once you die, you are supremely fucked because you've got to start over from the bottom, including losing all those jump power-ups.
even Kid Icarus was a better game.
Okay, so let's see.
I would play this over the ooze, yes, but that's about the lowest. I'll
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, in between Kid Icarus and the Ooze seems pretty good. Aliens, Alien 2. 77.
I mean, I could be somewhat generous because it's an unfinished prototype and it's not supposed to be played.
To be fair, though, they did release the MSX version.
Yeah,
Right.
this is essentially the MSX version, but a bit kinder, apparently.
I mean... Let's see. Because I think I have it. I can just boot it up real quick, and you can see it'll take 2 seconds to realize the problem with the game.
Yeah, it's the MSX.
Well, it doesn't have scrolling, so it's a flip screen, right?
No, it's on. It is a scrolling game.
Really? Wow.
Okay, but how chunky is that scrolling? God, I fucking hate
Oh,
the
right. Also,
MSX.
This time it's
also,
more.
I need to do this because it default. Because it has like this stuff in it. Like it has a like they put like the stuff that I would
They put
imagine would be in the
terrible
FPS
text.
version if it were like finished. Also, it's an up to jump game, and also there's your roll.
I mean, okay, that's fine, but I actually like the sprites more in this.
Oh my god, the music. Oh, it even has like a it has a radar for no reason.
Yeah, because things appear like it's only for stuff that's on screen, but yes, it's. Damn it.
Yeah, what is even the point?
I guess to look neat.
Because see, you have.
Oh wow.
So yeah, like that stuff's limited.
Also, look at how much damage you've taken, because it seems like a nightmare not to.
Well, they just explode. They don't shower on you, do they?
No.
Oh no, snakes!
Hey, snake buddies! Oh.
Well, they can climb out.
This is strange music.
Because he. Oh, also since it. Oh no, I thought. There is a gun that. I forgot which one it is, but it does do multiple. It takes multiple shots in order to. God. That's the MSX version of that.
Wow, it was somehow worse.
Yeah, which is impressive.
Which is why I said I do not think it's the quality that that game got canceled. I would not be surprised if it is basically internal politics. It's like, hey, we've already released enough crap, and we don't
Yep.
want to share the revenue.
It might have been both. It might have just said, "Look, this isn't going to make. This is not. You're like you said. It's not after we pay the royalties to both Activision and Fox. We're not going to make any freaking money."
Oh right, I forgot I put a question mark thing in there. I don't know if I'd put dollar signs. I know it's licensed, but I don't know how much they really worked on the license though.
I will see. Like, I'm confused. What does $ mean?
I would say dollar signs. It's a cash in.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
put $ on good games that were cash-ins. So
Okay, yeah, then I'll put that in. You know what?
Researcher.
hey,
Well,
Is it
I was
just-
thinking either researcher or a masochist.
is it just me, or are you getting cut off at the bottom here in the video feed?
Yeah, you
Oh.
are.
There. It's just, I'm not used to having it being a little bit cropped on that.
Okay.
Okay, so also I just realized that I need to make, I think, not that.
Oh no.
And then we
Just gonna put gameplay for hate.
sure.
Or cheese. Pick your poison.
You know, actually,
No, gameplay is just terrible.
yeah, I would say gameplay overall, but also for this, I would put this and this.
I mean,
Wait, where'd it go?
It had a teleporter maze. Man, that was just
A teleporter maze that could outright kill you.
yeah. I hesitate to mention a worse teleporter maze I've ever.
Yeah.
And once again, death is incredibly punishing, so if you hit that bad door, you are supremely fucked.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
And
So-
also, the bosses make no fucking sense and are kind of luck of the draw for the AI.
The MSX version with its useless motion detector. That was just like, why?
Okay.
Okay, but it had a sweet roll, and that's what mattered.
Right.
Okay. So this next game we're going to take a look at. Obviously, we're talking about damsels, like the most common one being probably your girlfriend. So this is also
I
great because
disagree, but okay.
Double dragon.
well, that being like one of the most popular one being. So I wasn't actually going to do this game, but this game came up a lot in my Twitter feed today, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just look at this.
What game is it?
Well,
What the
Oh
Christ?
god.
Well, so the thing is that this is a translated game of a game that came out in Japan.
Oh god, this fucking design.
Just wait.
Eyes or skin.
I appreciate that he has sporks on his helmet.
Yes. So this is Magic John.
Yeah.
What a
Hey
name.
girl, let me tell you about my magic jaw.
Also, I
Those
know.
short shorts.
Also, I know probably someone in chat wants to say something right now, but hold on to that thought.
This is horrifying.
Yeah, Mr. Pong is kind of frightening.
He talks with his without opening his teeth.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to unhinge his jaw and just eat me whole, basically. Or start spitting venom. Either one works.
Nice music.
Yeah, the music's nice and the
This is
non
Magic John. So yeah. So yeah, it's weird because it's like kind of a Mega Man thing. Except here's the thing. This game did come out in over here, but it came out in a slightly altered fashion.
Yes.
Tell me more.
They changed something, and I'll see if you can notice it.
The great Zebediah. I'm sorry, what? Oh my fucking god! I hate this already.
Totally mad.
Oh fuck!
So, this. This is totally
Totally.
rad.
Fucking hate this.
Because it's the 90s, dude. I like that they renamed him Zebediah, but left the big P on his hat.
Yeah.
The P stands for Pamagic.
It's silent. I think it's the programmers channeling their old age.
God, your girlfriend's kind of a dick.
You know what? Maybe
Okay.
he deserves it for this.
Okay, so yes. They might have slightly localized it a bit differently in the US.
This is like amazing. It's like a
So,
textbook.
so this is
infinitely superior.
This
so.
is basically a Mega Man game. So actually, it's kind of like we looked at Magical Doropi. Kind of similar to that, because we also have magic. So we can heal ourselves. Also, look at that magic animation.
It's definitely like late stage NES. Were they originally like bad guys with guns, or were they something else?
No,
in
it's
their game?
no, that's just how it is. That's how it was in Magic John.
Roger that. Yeah, and like just like later Mega Man games, can't you hold the power button for a Super Blast?
Yeah. The problem is that you can't jump into it.
Okay, that's neat.
The magic animation's so good. So just a point of just trivia, I guess. Jellicoe's the publisher. I believe the developer at this point was called ICOM. They have a really weird mix of games. Like they did like their first game was Amagon on the NES.
Yeah.
They also did I'm trying to think of the other games they did. They did the Legendary Axe on the TurboGrafx. Man, I can't remember what the other ones were. The thing is that they would eventually they would change their... Oh, they worked on Pulsar and Blazing Star. I knew they did something, like, actually decent.
Yeah, they're also the uninvited guys.
That's ICOM. That's ICOM, this is AICOM.
AICOM. Huh. Okay. Yeah, 'cause I thought, oh wow, it's
Oh, they
the
did
uninvited
Viewpoint.
guy.
No, yeah, this is definitely not let's see.
AI.com did Viewpoint.
Yeah, they did Viewpoint, they did change their name to Yume Kubo, and they did Prehistoric Isle 2. And a bunch of stuff from the Neo Geo Pocket Color,
Yeah, like
but-
SNK Gals Fighters.
which is actually decent, unlike that one that came out on the Switch. It's also a hell of a lot less exploited, too.
Yeah, I'm surprised people thought that was gonna be alright. Because, like, from day one, it looked like super exploitative garbage. Also, like the little blue pixel on the right side of his face.
To the right. I don't know why that's there.
That's called a fuck up.
Hold on. Hold on. I just want to put that on screen for a little bit.
I imagine her saying it in a very nonplussed voice.
Oh, right, this is... I keep on forgetting that I have that. But this is totally
Yeah,
rad.
Here's a nice idle animation.
Okay, but I'm digging this big top theme.
Yeah, it's not the obvious circus music you expect.
Also, I love the not Mets.
Yeah.
The death balloons.
Hey, Loco.
Hey, what did I miss?
You missed Legend of Kage, Rolling Thunder, and
Aliens prototype.
yeah, a prototype Aliens game.
For the
Oh.
FPS.
Did any of those have co-op play for the episode or not?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, Rolling Thunder. It's not Rolling Thunder 2.
Ah, alright.
No, we don't get to do that again. As fun as that was. That thing does. Oh, I thought it did 4 bits of damage. Also, it's great because I was going to do Adventure Island 2 here instead of this. But I think this
This is
probably-
way better.
Yeah. This is more interesting.
So did you show off the differences in this and the original, or?
Yes, we
Yeah,
looked at
not
Magic
worth
John.
doing
We looked at the intro to Magic John.
Oh, okay. The sprite work was also different, right?
Like the like the main sprite is slightly different. It's not that big a deal.
Also, the portraits are very different. For the main character and his girlfriend.
The portraits are very much different. It's just the in-game.
Zebediah's the same.
Zebediah is the
Not
exact
Zebediah.
same.
Still has the big P on his hat. You Master Pong. These bombs?
Please, the P is for prestidigitation.
The P is for Predator.
No!
Has to wear it since the court order.
Please, don't say that about Zebediah.
Is his name Zebediah in the original?
Me in my
No,
sleep.
it's Master Pong. It's Mr. Pong in the original, which is why he has a P on his
Okay.
head.
Alright.
God, it's gonna be a really big tone shift with the next game we're taking a look at.
What, did we go from Kid Rat to Kid Dad?
No, it's just I know what the next game we're taking
You'll
a look
see.
at is.
Just.
Oh, okay, I can go this direction. God. Yeah, this is... I mean, it's not bad, it's just... something about it feels off.
Well, the enemies are kind of spongy. Are you supposed to be power shotting them?
Well, let's see. Okay, looks like, yeah, I'm probably supposed to be power shotting them.
Yeah, not just that they're spongy though, it's that they do a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah, you do not have a whole lot of health.
Well, what are your spells?
I have... I believe it is a heal... Let's see. Oh, wow.
Oh my fucking god, Lolo.
Okay, oh. What the hell? What did...
You have to select it.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay, this is
so-
uncomfortable to look at. Holy shit.
Yeah, close your eyes for a second. There we go.
No, I love pain.
Let's- Are these all gonna be... Oh, I don't have enough for that. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah, chat was mentioning that you got transformations.
I see that.
That seems to make you resistant to damage.
Oh, also, you fall like a brick.
Did you not use the fall like a brick?
Not really.
What the actual fuck? You can't use other magic because you're using magic.
There we go. Okay.
Can't believe you're a Kamen Rider this whole time.
Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, okay, I have to, like, be able to...
So, why is Buff Punk Corn attacking us?
I don't know.
Because this is the big top where it's got popcorn, I guess.
Also, I think I might, due to the way that the thing is, I think I just might be screwed in terms of damage.
Can you not heal yourself?
I don't think I have enough to do it.
I mean, I can get behind why we're fighting popcorn like as a theme in a circus, but quite specifically, punk popcorn with a rose tattoo
I don't know.
and skull platform boots.
Okay, I need to not do that. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's really annoying that you can't charge and jump at the same time. Also, your hitbox is huge.
To be honest, the sprite work for the popcorn is pretty impressive.
I mean, this is
And
very late NES.
it's also very out of place.
Behold the magician Zebediah.
He's so happy that she's been kidnapped.
No, he just has a condition where he can't stop smiling.
I've had a stroke.
Oh no. Okay,
Some
let's
of
do.
the magic
Let's,
I taught you is totally useless. I'm such a scamp.
okay, let's do one more stage, and then I think we've seen enough.
Just show off the rest of the magic, I guess.
It does look nice.
Yeah, let's try
Was that a
some of the-
mafioso eggplant?
Yeah, it's a good looking game. It's just rough.
Also, do I have to jump? Okay, apparently, I guess I don't. I can't use that.
It's the bogus magic, Jake. I warned you, Jake.
Oh,
Now you've got a boomerang, Jake.
So you can just fly
yes.
over all the crap. Yeah, screw you guys.
You thought you could fly over all the crap, but behold, it's a mechanical pompadour shredder.
okay.
It's-
I see
what
a
the
slight
fuck is
issue with this.
Well, try transforming into something else.
Yeah. I think I said. I can't untransform.
Maybe you have to select the magic, Jake. Magic.
I have a feeling this is probably not.
I'm a fish now.
Yeah, that's not good. Well, wait,
That's the fish again.
guess I just can't do that. Okay, this seemed to work.
I think you can't use actual offensive magic when you are transformed.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ooh, can the fish guy swim?
Let's find out.
Welcome.
It's just.
Welcome to.
Why can't Fish Boy crawl?
Welcome to knee-high water.
Well, maybe it'll come up later.
Yeah, this probably might be a good. Because let's see if I.
Try here, see if you can drown.
Nope. Nope.
It won't let you go?
No, there's. Yeah, no.
There's a wall. You can see it. Like, this isn't a platforming challenge.
Oh, roger that. I thought it might be background wall, like the back wall that's behind him there.
No, unfortunately, it appears to actually be regular wall. It's just
Okay.
underwater regular wall.
But definitely late NES. Either that's tile rotation or palette rotation.
I feel like the magic is probably circumstantial, but also not a big deal, apparently.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
this just doesn't.
just destroyed by this tin can. Oh boy.
I'm not gonna lie, this kind of didn't turn out as well as I was hoping. Like, it's
To
not,
find out this game kinda sucks.
yeah, it's not bad, it's just... No, yeah, I think
I
we've
mean,
kind
I
of
wouldn't
seen
say
it.
it's outright bad, it is poorly designed though.
Yeah, I think that's probably good enough.
I think we saw enough.
Yeah.
You can look up the translation qualities online. There's some very nice documented pages on it.
Uh-huh.
Because yeah, basically your choices for the magic are dubiously useful transformations or screen clears. And also a heal.
The heal looked very useful.
So yeah, I think we... I don't think I... Well, let's see.
Oh, you're ranking it already?
Yeah. I would not put it above Little Nemo. I probably wouldn't even put it above Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I think in between, actually, I think in between Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Akuji might be a good spot for it.
Yeah.
I feel like Akuji felt a bit better built, but
I don't recall most of the other things that we're
Yeah,
ranking it against.
I would definitely put it above Pirates of Dark Water. So I think
Yes.
it is either above or below Akuji.
Wait, Pirates of Darkwater, is the SNES game any different than this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Huh.
So I would. I could. You know what? Yeah, actually, I'd probably put below.
Alright.
So
Or Magic
7.5. To say, I almost forgot what the name of the game was. But no, right?
Magic
it's totally
John.
rad.
Isn't it rad with two Ds,
No,
or was that
no,
just
that's
the name
that's
of
just
the
Kid
kid?
Rad.
Okay.
And that was by ICOM/Jalico. And that was an NES game. Or it was an action game. I think I think I have to put cool for that one.
Yes.
And I'd probably put just experienced. Also, there's a lot of blinking in that. So what did we dislike about it?
the art was good.
No,
Yeah, it looked
I
really
mean-
nice.
Yeah, the sprites for the giant boss were pretty good. It's
The
hilarious
actual
when
gameplay,
you
though, I would put under dislike personally.
For what?
the gameplay. He would put dislike on.
Okay.
Just because your magic was questionably useful outside of the heal.
I mean, Zebediah did say some of the magic is totally bogus.
Zebediah's a fuckboy. What's your point?
Well, it also was kind of slow
also-
and not fun.
Also, oh god, what's the? You know what?
What's that one?
I'm also
It was 100% aping Mega Man, but it didn't look like it felt near as good.
I'm gonna put writing as a like.
Okay, yes, that is a given.
It is totally bodacious.
It is totally rad. All right, so yeah, that's totally rad.
I personally move the art up to love. Like
Love is
the
like
buff punk corn cob went really whole hog into it, and then there's the complete redrawing of the art assets in the other version of the game.
Not the complete redraw. They left the P on that stupid hat. They just had to change that to a Z. They changed other stuff. Why?
The redrawing of 2 characters' portraits. There.
They just did that because they
That is more effort that they needed to take, though.
Yeah, I would not put the art in like, because that I think would be, as a whole, like incredible. I think there's occasional really good stuff.
Yeah, the game came out in 1991. That really shows, like,
I
the
can't
90s.
think of any NES game that I would give art a love, though. In that
Moon
in
Crystal.
that sense. I don't know it.
Oh, okay. Anyway, that was totally rad, and yeah. So yeah, that was us saving our girlfriend. Now time to save someone completely different.
A mom? A frog?
Nope.
Which one?
Our mom's girlfriend?
Nope.
That is way too progressive for the... Oh, wait, this is not the NES.
It's gonna be in the 90s.
It's not Master Blaster, so we're not saving our frog.
Gotta save her sister.
Ah, I see.
Should probably update the thing at the top left, then.
Yep. Well, once it says what the name of the game is. Oh, whoops. So yes. This is...
I can't believe the ice blocks
Art of Fighting.
kidnapped us.
So
The
yes.
art of breaking ice blocks.
So yeah, this is another SNK fighting game, much like Fatal Fury. Using really somewhat impressive for the time scaling when you zoom in and out.
This camera is deeply uncomfortable.
I mean,
Yes, but it was
it's a little-
somewhat impressive at the time. But that's also at the time. So let's go ahead and start. So, kind of like Fatal Fury when you're playing... Oh, I'll just do this. So this has the thing that Fatal Fury had, where if you're playing the single-player mode, you can only pick 2 people. So we can only play as Ryo or Robert Garcia, which is fine because both of them are actually probably 2 of the better people in the game. So we're gonna be Robert.
Oh, but if you've got 2 players, you can pick the...
Yes, if you're playing versus, you can pick anyone. Okay, so the thing with Art of Fighting is it's a fighting game. It's at this time the person who made the original Street Fighter was working at SNK. So this is kind of a evolution of the original Street Fighter. So you see those bars, the like that's currently red on my end.
Yeah.
Energy?
So I believe they call it spirit energy or something like that. That is actually a meter that is used to even do like special moves.
So it is a super mirror.
Kind of, because it's just your normal, even your like fireballs and all that use that. But the thing with that is that it's also, there's a mechanic in here. You can taunt the opponent and cause their spirit gauge to fall.
Oh, okay.
And also, I believe is it hold attack or I forgot what button it is, but
There's one to charge your sub. I'm
yeah,
assuming?
there is a you hold down the button to charge your spirit meter.
Sounds like the usual Dragon Ball stuff that came out later.
Yeah, it's very much like that.
Okay.
Okay, but I deeply appreciate how terrible your backing up animation looks when you're against a wall.
I thought that was just this character's animations.
So, the thing with this game coming out really close to Street Fighter, Capcom actually, I believe, tried to sue SNK for making a fighting game too similar to Street Fighter 2.
I don't think it was this one though.
I think it was Fatal Fury, but the thing was is that Capcom specifically saw this game and basically took the main two. So if you combine, so basically we're not playing as Ryo, so we don't see it. But basically his moveset is just straight up Ryu's. So the thing is that basically what they did was they took Ryo's kind of moveset and combined it with the way that Robert Garcia looks to make Dan. Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, Dan Hibiki.
Yep. Oh god.
Yeah, no, it's Capcom sued Data East over fighting history.
I think didn't they also do SNK as well? Because I know they did. I know the Data East one. Or maybe it was just that they got really pissed off, like very internally pissy at SNK.
Yeah, which is why they made Dan Hibiki. But yeah, apparently they did not take legal action against SNK. They just made Dan Hibiki.
Which is great because Art of Fighting kinda was the B-tier fighting game for them because not a whole lot of stuff kind of came out of Art of Fighting. Like, there's a handful of characters, but Fatal Fury was kind of where it was at in terms of, like, their traditional fighting game.
Oh, look at the computer just jiggle immensely.
Yeah, the computer's kind of a cheating bastard in this game, but it is also an SNK game.
That's okay, you've got Time Wizard powers.
Oh, right, also...
So how much of a fucker is the final boss?
I don't think actually it was that bad. No, it's not like Rugal, like King of Fighters 94 bad, but it is still kind of a dick.
Jeez.
Also, okay. Also,
What the hell's wrong with him?
he's stunned.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they're really trying the poor man's alpha channeling on Shadows there.
Yeah, the shadows do not look great, and also, once again, the camera's a fucking nightmare.
Do I have to fight again? Let's start working on it.
You could call the police.
No, that voice clip's real good, though.
Also, the one thing that's weird about Art of Fighting is that it is technically kind of a prequel to Fatal Fury. Also,
the
might as well
ice
just to
blocks.
show this off.
The Howken.
Yep. Also, look at that. Look at that input.
What the fuck? Forward half circle.
Actually, in that, I was gonna say, isn't that Soul Steel?
Yeah, I think that's Soul Steel. I have input the. Is it Soul Steel?
I think there's a back at the end of Soul Steel.
Yeah, no, it's you do the half circle then back. And that's Soul Steel. And I fucking hate that input because I hit it too many goddamn times during that stream.
Dark Metamorphosis.
Fuck you! Okay! I love being a wizard in that game because it pissed everyone off. Also, he definitely has more soul meter, but I think he also has a bit more health than you.
Yeah, they.
So he's statistically better than you in every way.
Yeah, because if we did the other like mini games, we can also increase our spirit meter.
Oh, okay, we just learned how to do this move.
Also, the problem is I can't quite remember what all of Robert's moveset is. Has not helped. Like, I know he has a Dragon Punch, I know he has he has a Hadoken, he has a Dragon Punch. Also, it doesn't help that some of the input's not super reliable sometimes. Whoops, also I timed that wrong. Yes, the Lemoore restaurant.
Crap. Let's mix it up.
And yes, the bouncer, aka the one other character from this game that people know.
More.
It's King. Also, you were mentioning thing about maybe this not being progressive because of a 90s game. Because this has something really stupid in it. Because, yeah, it's
I can
supposed to...
only do the way they'll handle King would be very good.
Yeah, because it was the thing like, oh, you don't know that King is actually... It's the very much the samest thing, where you're not supposed to... It's like, oh, it's just a very effeminate guy.
Okay, but yeah, I've got a move list here, and it's special. Like your Koken, which is down, forward, so it's quarter circle, forward A.
Yep.
But then your Koho, which is forward, down, forward A.
Yeah, it's a Dragon Punch.
Other than that, you got your down, back, forward kick.
Oh, I didn't realize you could just punch a Hadoken out of the air.
And that's your Hien Shibukyaku.
Oh yeah, by the way, guess what happens when you finish her off with a special move?
Fuck off!
Yeah.
Fuck this dog shit game.
Yep.
I hope Yuri's alright.
Okay, also we can do another bonus game. Okay, so let's see. Should we gain strength or spirit?
Strength, honestly.
Okay. So yeah, now we have I guess we have a little bit more strength.
So how many levels have you gone through? Or how many fights have you gone through?
This is round 5.
Aside from the ice block minigame, was there anything else?
Not really.
Oh.
Oh, we found out the stupid thing about King.
What?
That you can knock her shirt off.
Oh. I thought we were talking about Tekken King.
No, not
Okay,
that.
saying knock it off is being generous. You blow her shirt to pieces. Like, you obliterate that fucking shirt.
Which, by the way, guess what you can do in the second game?
Obliterate her pants?
No, it's the same thing, but you can do it also to another character.
Great.
which is great because it's. Now that I think about it, I don't know if she's above age.
Oh, good.
But yeah, yes, you can knock open Yuri's shirt in the second one the same method. Because yeah, she's playable in the two. And yeah, the other character that people know about this from this game. Or this series, I guess.
That's because they were upgraded to being King of Fighters characters, wasn't it?
Not at that point.
Oh, really?
Hey,
John.
not Guile.
Do you not like Not Guile and his Not Guile
Shit was
stage?
that?
The ultimate bitch slap. Just imagine hanging yourself in the air to slap the shit out of someone.
Oh, you kicked his sunglasses off.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot you can do that.
Now, what do you do, especially when him and blow his pants off?
But seriously, this stage looks exactly like Guile's stage.
No, Giles was on the dock.
Yeah, they
This is
switched.
on an aircraft thingy.
Yeah, they just
Landing.
switched the roles around, but people being in the background, and I think there was even a couple hugging, like,
Also, look how
couple
much
of-
shit that did.
I mean... Do you have a problem with our off-brand Sonic Booms?
Kinda?
Well, you shouldn't. Oh, what was the name of his, of Guile's spin jump thing?
Flash kick.
So what is this thing called? Flash drill?
I have no idea.
He jumps and drills into you from above, so it must be.
Okay, since it's the last one, let's just do the bottle cut.
Ah, okay. Watch the timing.
Okay, let's. Okay, I gotta see. Damn.
You gotta see the full. Oh, okay, the failure.
There we go.
Scene 7. Round 1. Fight.
Mr. Big.
I mean, were you expecting Senor Lunch?
Also, he's totally not. This totally is not an input reading AI. Promise.
Yeah, that's not a good promise. You knocked his glasses off again. What is it with these characters and having glasses and nothing else?
So they can have something to get knocked off.
Yeah, but I mean, you could have like a beret, a hat. I don't know.
God,
There's other
that
things other than sunglasses.
that shit ass Psycho Crusher just looks so stupid.
He's Mr. Big, he doesn't give a shit.
It's not called Psycho Crush, it's called Horizontal
Never forget
Crushing.
that Street Fighter 2 released a year before this, and Championship Edition released the same year.
And Mortal Kombat would have been out by then too, I think.
2. Fight.
I'm glad that every time you start a new round, he puts his glasses back on.
Mortal Kombat was the same year. I don't know if it came out before or after this one because there's no specific date listed for this game. But Mortal Kombat was October that year.
Okay, so I would imagine. I'm pretty sure this is probably first.
Yeah, Championship Edition though was March that year.
What's Mortal?
What was that? What?
That was a Shoryuken of some kind. So Mortal Kombat was the first arcade game that had like green blood options, right? Or dip switches.
Maybe? I can't remember.
I like this not Michael Jackson background music.
I mean,
Finn the.
alright. Find the karate gym, I assume.
Your history, pal.
The Karate Gym.
Also,
The karate gym.
Welcome to the karate gym.
Round 1. Fight.
so yeah, this
Wait
is the
up.
final boss.
Did it say
Mr.
it's a joke to don a genie mask?
Yes.
Yes, it did. So,
Oh
I don't-
Jesus.
I don't know why, but I have this sneaking suspicion. Isn't this one of your character's stats or something?
Wait for it. Hold on! Oh, I thought it killed me.
You did not kill yourself. You got destroyed by a gigantic Hadouken. Full body Hadouken. Quick, hit him in the face. Unmask him.
But yeah,
It's old Ben Jenkins.
so they don't give him a name in this one yet, but this character would be referred to as Mr. Karate. Because yeah, he shows up in like King of Fighters.
Round.
Really, that's the name they went with.
Yep.
Kick his mask off.
Excuse me, that's not a genie mask. That's
Yeah,
clearly
remove
an
his
angry
genie
mask.
You can't.
You just gotta tear off the genie mask. His sweet genie mask. Also, look at how little fucking spirit his shit consumed.
Yep.
It's not that it consumes very little, it's that he just has that much.
I was gonna say, this is an SNK final boss after all.
And you said there was no bullshit.
I can't believe
It's compared to other SNK final bosses, this is actually relatively fair.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you set your sights low enough, sure, anything's impressive.
Geez, Howard Stack, Mr. Karate.
Hold on. Oh, we gotta find out. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure the SNK
I
games
love the
didn't-
addition of this out of this category. It makes me happy. Okay, that's not at all how this went down, but okay.
ユリ、大丈夫か？心配したんだぞ。ユリ。
私はなんともないの。お兄ちゃん、その人、私たちの。
Yes, that's the thing, is that. But yes,
Oh,
He's our
yeah,
landlord.
yeah,
We
yeah.
forgot
Mr.
to pay
Karate
rent.
is Rio's dad.
I'm pretty
That's why she was
sure.
kidnapped. They didn't pay rent.
I'm pretty sure I learned all of this because somebody was giving me all the lore of King of Fighters.
Yeah, because it's great because that is like the thing is after this. They don't even decide to like, oh, let's make our own villain. The main villain of Art of Fighting 2 is Geese Howard.
Of course it is.
okay, but
Nobody
I
likes
love these
Geese Howard.
fucking handles they're using.
Yeah.
Like, holy fucking shit.
Let's see.
Sound of papaya.
Oh, also. Oh, is it?
Where?
Oh, I think. We can't see if our. Oh, okay. It's not gonna. You know what?
What are you trying to?
I was trying to see if our ass went through.
I think you had to run out of continues before that happened. We still had continues, so we could still play.
Yeah, while we rank, I'll let this thing just kind of go through. Okay, so this definitely belongs in the charisma list. I don't know if, because I'm just looking at Fatal Fury, and I don't know if I'd rather play this above or below Fatal Fury. Like,
I'm not a big fighter,
Okay,
so
better question. Would you rather play Karate Champ?
yeah.
You'd have to ask Bear. I
Actually-
don't have an opinion.
Okay, let's see if. Hold on. Okay. Whoops. Okay. It went through. The ass went through, so no, it didn't count.
The ass went through.
Yeah, I think maybe putting it below Karate Champ. Give it a sec.
Okay, but that or Primal Rage?
I think in between Pro Yaku Family Stadium. I think right in between 11.5, I would say. That was 1992 by SNK.
Look, all I'm saying is you can't be a sweet murder monkey, that's all.
No, you can't.
What about a Sweet Murder Monkey?
Primal Rage.
Okay. I would just put. Oh, what would we put? I would put it atonal.
Yeah, I mean, anime at best, but overall I'd say, yeah, probably atonal.
Yeah, I'd probably put it at experienced. There is nothing really I could say about that I really like or dislike.
Yeah, I can't think of anything I liked or really disliked about this game, other than maybe it's a bit of a fucker.
Some of the mini games and moves were funny, I guess. Is there a comedy liking aspect?
I mean, you don't need to like anything about it or dislike anything about it, Logo.
Yeah.
You don't need to fill out the categories.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Some things are just uninteresting.
It's not like the one where we had to rank everything. We could just leave it, and it's there.
What does the rabbit mean on their notes?
That is not a rabbit. That is a medal.
Oh, okay.
It's our history of S is basically what it was.
And
But
the
yeah.
Peach?
Just remember, Championship Edition released the same year as this.
The peach for Darkstalkers is because of Felicia and Victor.
Really, I feel like you're missing a character there, but okay.
I don't think. What do you think of Rikyo?
For Darkstalkers?
Yeah,
You said Felicia and Victor.
yeah. The Frankenstein.
Peach's butt, right?
Yes. Have you seen?
Well, there's also the fact that it's got Midnight, the thing that Dimitri does.
Oh right, Midnight Plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
technically speaking, every character.
I guess. Anyway,
I mean, I was thinking a specific character, but okay.
I mean, yeah.
what character are you thinking of?
Morrigan, probably.
Oregon, Jesus Christ!
I don't think she. You know what? Whatever.
She's
I'm not
dressed like that normally, and I'll admit, when you go through every Soul Calibur, you start getting desensitized. It's like, huh, that's right, Ivy is wearing less and less. I forgot to notice. Fucking Ivy.
Fucking Ivy is...
Yeah. Anyway, so we have one game left to take a look at. It's not a Neo Geo game.
Is it?
Then what's even the point?
Yeah. So
I would rather a Neo Geo game than what's coming up, but let's do
yeah,
this.
because
What is
God,
it?
this game. I mean,
Tear
if
the
we're
Band-Aid off.
if we're taking a look at games involving distressed damsels,
Lilo gotta
And
be
it's
on
me.
brand, motherfucker.
there's kind of a next game that we have to take a look at.
The second Neckerland?
Yeah, because this is Eggerland Meikyu no Fukatsu, translated as Revival of the Labyrinth. So, this game, I'm conflicted about this game because on the face of what this is basically they took Eggerland, tightened it up a bit, and basically made it so that, yeah, it's basically Eggerland, but tightened up a bit. the thing they also did with this is that basically compare what this game. So what this game essentially is, the original Eggerland is to Super Mario Brothers, as this game is to the Lost Levels.
Tell me your feelings on half tiles.
Not even that. So the thing is, if you think about Eggerland or like Lola puzzles, they're kind of a combination of strategy, like trying to figure out like where to place all the blocks, and also being fast on your feet and like actually playing it like an action game. In Eggerland, it's fairly balanced to be like it's kind of almost equal. This game really focuses on the action element, which is probably the weakest element of the game.
Whoops.
So, yeah, the puzzles in this game are maybe not to the quality that some of the later games are. And we're gonna show that off by. I'm going to hit start to kind of show. Well, actually, you know what? We don't have the map, but the thing is that the map in this game is huge. If I remember correctly, and I forgot to look it up, I want to say that this actually is the second longest Eggerland game of all the ones that exist. So we're not going to be taking a look at all of these, because there's no real reason to, because it is essentially the same as Eggerland. Like, it's not the same puzzles, but... You know what, why don't we just,
It's Eggerland, the expansion pack.
Kind of. But... Oh god,
What, do you have a safe state where you've already gone through most of it or something?
No, I don't have a safe state that's gone through most of it.
What are you up
See,
to
the
now?
thing is that one thing about this being a cartridge game, the fact that it has passwords.
Oh, right.
Passwords in hiragana. Hiragana that isn't exactly like a sprite can only be so big, and some of these are really hard to decipher about what character they actually are. I mean, you can tell because this is like ka ke ku ke ko, and I believe this is sa se su se so. But yeah, that's fun for people who are not familiar with hiragana. So, I have some passwords. Namely this one. This is the debug mode password, which actually, what this translates into, I believe that is Kisusa Suki Natoko Iku I no Mise Nisai, which basically, if you pronounced it correctly and read it correctly, translates roughly into show me how to search for the place I would like to go. So if we go in here, and go in here, we now have access to wherever we want. So, we're going to kind of warp around. Although first, I might as well just beat this, because if you're not familiar with Eggerland, basically the gist of it is that you have to collect all the hearts, and then get the treasure chest at the end.
Does the GSX on the map stand for something now?
Yes, it does, and it's actually something I didn't realize until relatively recently what that actually is. So let's kind of...
Is it an
warp around.
MSX? Oh.
No. So let's kind of warp around. Oops. GSX. Now it translates to, or goes to FLZ. That is a signature. That is whoever created that map.
Oh!
Because there are 4 people who are credited for creating maps for this game. GSX is the person who is credited as GSX Suga. He is the director of this, or the producer of this game. And it is, his full name is Hiroaki Suga. He has been working on the franchise since Eggerland Mystery. He is a very long-time HAL employee. I believe his most recent credit was the producer for Kirby Planet Robotop? Or whatever, which one it is. So yeah.
Robot.
Yeah, he's been at HAL for a long time. And he's kind of the main person behind it. So let's just... mean, okay, let's not do this one because we don't actually have to do this one. And I linked a guide in the Mike Wilder Hut, which basically, so what we need is essentially we need to find, much like Eggerland, we need to find the 4 gods, and we need 5 keys.
Again?
So I'm gonna go into here and find out where the first. Actually, what we need is, I believe, right here. So, if you remember in the first Eggerland, the thing with finding the gods is that you had to go to 4 random rooms and move a random block. The thing was, there really wasn't anything to denote what room it was. So, that is what this room is for. Or the thing that is in this room. Also, if you remember from Eggerland, compared to like the other Adventure Lolo games, sometimes you see how in the bottom right there is that question mark? And there's a leaper right there. These are special rooms in which you have to do something special in order to get something special to appear. This is, and yeah, so basically what I need to do here, since I see the leaper, and if you remember what the leaper is, basically it's an enemy that if you touch it, they basically go to sleep. The thing is that with these rooms, it's usually you're trying to do something out of the, like, you're trying to do something that's kind of opposite. So they give you a little set of boxes in the middle. So,
One of these days.
oh, also I just realized I did this wrong.
You did this wrong?
Yeah, because I'm gonna need those 2 hearts first.
Just through the power of leapers, you fucking astral project.
Yep. So now I can go over here.
Are you supposed to know to do that?
You're supposed to figure it out. And now we have this.
How would you figure that out?
You would
Right.
yeah, the lower right, basically you see the leapers, and usually these rooms are like, oh, you gotta do something that normally would get you stuck. And they give you the 4 boxes. So yes, we got the magic bell. So what the bell does is if it's a room that has a god in it, it will ring.
Well, actually, you didn't really need to get the hearts in the first place, did you? You could have used the hearts in the other in the
not this
chest
one.
area to get the eggs. No?
I don't think those might not have had okay, is it this one? Yeah, this one. See, these are the kind of puzzles that suck in this game. There's nothing really strategic about this one. This one's all about timing.
Gotta go fast.
Because basically you get that Rocky and you have the 2 Domedusas.
Also, I appreciate how worthless the hint on the lower right is.
It's not really a hint.
You can wiggle through the guys.
Nope. Also, the AI in this game's a little bit tighter, so it's not nearly as
Easy.
jank as it was in Eggerland. So we won't be going through half the map on accident in this one.
Oh, I don't think that was the AI's fault, was it?
No, it wasn't the AI's fault, it was the game being built not that great fault. And also there.
God, you and your half-tile bullshit.
Mhm. I think I might be screwed.
I think you might be
You,
screwed.
you fucked yourself here pretty hard.
Hold on.
Couldn't you wait for the Rocky to stand in between?
Yep, that's what I'm gonna try and do. I get him to go up.
You'd rather restart?
Yeah. Also, I have a. If this goes on for too long, the thing I want to show off, I have a password for.
Okay.
Because
Should we just have new cutscene or something for the gods or something?
Yeah. Yep.
VM going bad. What is that?
I swear to God, I'm gonna chuck my window out of the goddamn window. Or my computer. Because it's voice meter acting up.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Okay, so... See, this puzzle would have been hard enough on its own, it's just the fact that there's this stupid other thing that just...
Yeah, like, I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to do for the puzzle here.
You're just trying to figure out where to place the block so that... Hold on.
Oh, I thought you had to box in the,
You eventually do, it's just you gotta do this in a particular order. God damn it. Yeah, see that would have, I would have been perfectly fine if this was Eggerland 1, but no, they got that pretty tight now.
So you can no longer...
You can no longer fudge your way against Amadusas. They got the time so that... Because if you were, like, you could frame perfect going through some of these things. I can already tell that I am not going to go through finding all these gods because this one puzzle is already throwing me off. Because yeah, and also the fact that you have to time it between the two is also great. You know what, we don't actually even need to do this one. Okay, let's see, let's move on to another one. Let's not do this one. Let's actually find a god.
Yeah, quit fucking around.
Let's do... Oh, also, one other thing that's... I gotta find one. I think there's one right here.
Are there instant kill maps or something now?
No, not instant kill ones, because another thing that's nice that they added in this one... The problem is it doesn't show... Oh, here.
Huh?
Is this one? Nope, it's not this one. Here. You will find Buddhas.
Oh,
Alright.
they give you hints.
Yep.
Oh, that was
but-
worthless.
Yeah, because it's basically stuff that's like you would have to rely on the manual before in Eggerland. Yeah, this one is a...
The title scroll thingy. The auto fighting.
Oh.
Watch out.
Okay. Also, if you're familiar with the NES Eggerlands, or Lolo games, you might actually recognize some of these because a lot of these were actually would be later used in like later. Also, okay, what did I do to screw this up?
You didn't screw it up yet. Did you?
No, I think I did. Wait.
I don't think you did.
Oh no, I see what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. You could have also pushed it the other way and gone back around through the chest.
Okay. So there's the bell. Now... So one thing they changed, in Eggerland you would just have to push a certain block and it would cause the portal to appear. This one you actually have to push the box into a pattern.
So since it's a cross right now, I assume you have to make an anti-cross?
Well no, what I think I have to do is, I think I have to make a line? Yep.
That's it.
So, also in the original, you would have to do this timed maze thing in order to get the gods. Not so much in this one.
Oh, they got rid of that?
You have to solve puzzles. Also, this piece of music is a 5-second loop. It is like a Silver Gunner track that you think it's going to go into something else, but no, it just repeats this one bit over and over and over again.
What are we doing? Oh, I see.
Nope. Oh wait, actually I think I did this before. Actually, no. This puzzle is all about wasting your time.
Okay.
I can't believe Eggerland doesn't respect your time.
I'm curious how you're supposed to get the last card without dying.
Very carefully.
Oh, you have hammers. That's how.
Oh, that does...
What you gonna do?
Oh.
I think I see the solution, but I'm not sure. Oh, fine.
No, it's...
Do you need to put a frame on its spawn?
I mean, you get a second hammer as soon as you collect the last heart, so I was thinking of putting, Wormy? Snakey?
I think I have more time than I thought I did, so...
Okay, yeah, that's it.
I don't think that's it, but alright. Let's see what happens.
I mean, that's what the guide is telling me, so...
Really?
Yeah, like, I don't know what you're doubting.
Because now you don't have anything to deal with that problem. Oh, okay.
Did you forget
They
you
gave
can
me
do
a
that?
they gave me a buttload of parts or egg shots, so
I would have rather used the, what's the word? The block.
Because yeah,
I
one
love
heart
that
left.
Nike.
It's a good Snakey.
All right.
There, and then this one is just, again, it's just, there's no puzzle to it. It's just, oh hey, you got. There's a lot of dodging, like trying to deal with Almas in this. That's kind of really frustrating.
The S stands for stupid.
Oh no.
Well, how many puzzles are in this?
I believe like 188, I think.
Yeah, so if you gotta make 188 puzzles, you gotta mix it up a bit.
Yeah, they can't all be gems.
Okay.
And this is what, the second game?
Third.
Yeah, the third game.
Okay, shoot the 2 goals at the top.
Was this when they started leaning hard into the half-tile bullshit for like certain rooms?
Kind of. No, that does actually remind me of there is the one puzzle that's great because it's reliant on a glitch.
This is gonna suck.
So,
Let's see.
how are you feeling,
okay,
Chris?
so
You fucked it.
Which, you can smash blue rocks?
no, if I have a hammer.
Okay.
And it's not just blue blocks anyway, it's
I was gonna say, could you have half-tiled that, Dracula?
No, it's not a half tile thing.
Okay.
Now, does this give me?
I want half-tiles!
no, it does not
Oh,
give
there.
you more eggs.
This one does though.
That's fair.
And then
Did we get to the god yet?
Who's this loser?
How I got trapped here.
The me story.
so yes, when you get to the final area, they will help.
Just record scratch. You might be asking yourself how I got here.
Okay, let's find. I think it's actually one that you have to do.
Do you not prefer the Dukes of Hazzard? Intros?
Let's see.
Well, it looks like that
Okay,
there.
where- Oh, by the way, also, you remember these fun areas?
I do not.
These?
Oh, I do.
Which is entirely reliant on the currents.
That you still can't see.
Still can't see. There's 2 of these sections.
Just
Wow.
fuck you.
Also, by the way, all new music. Did he just do it again?
According to Axie. What is...
Okay, maybe if I switch it to the other one, maybe that'll work.
Okay, but do we have to go to water
Okay.
levels?
No, we don't.
Okay, good. Let's fuck off out of here then.
Let's see. There's one here.
We're gonna go home.
This
to
is the
dump
only
everything?
one you have to do because this one has a key and a god in it.
Oh! Cause fuck you.
That's not the worst one though.
Alright, that's a given.
Okay, where is the incredibly bullshit one?
Please figure this out because this music is driving me insane. Oh, this seems like garbage.
It's probably because it is.
Garbage.
So, this is your favorite game, Lolo?
It's my favorite series. This is my least favorite game in the franchise.
Okay, just checking.
No, they get better after this one.
And then they get
This
forgotten.
one. Because let me just quick. You were wondering about half-tile stuff.
Yeah, this is the one I remember then. So I think you've shown this off before.
Yeah, because I did try and stream this entire full game and did not make it far. Because here's the thing, in order to do this puzzle, you have to do this. By the laws of the game, this should kill you.
Yeah, what the hell?
For some reason, it doesn't.
Were it not for the loss of this game, you would have.
Okay, but who made this level?
Oh, yeah, here's the fun thing. So that Zap, that is the person who was credited as Zap, I believe it is Kanazashi. That is, the actual name of the guy is Hideki Kanazashi. That is the composer for this game.
He should be fucking booted.
It is the guy who's making this fun music that's getting stuck in your head. Is the guy who made this terrible puzzle.
This guy who is the absolute devil.
Let's see if I can find any other fun ones. 'Cause I kind of think I just want to go see the ending now.
Yeah, let's just go to the ending.
Yeah. So yes, also another thing they added is basically you have... So, in Eggerland, you have to go to this area where basically, if you didn't get the gods, it would take you... It would, like, warp you to them. You have to actually do those now.
No.
Which, by the way, let me just quick play the music for those. Because, like, here's that final area. This fun music.
This jaunty tune.
And this is the last area.
It's pretty good.
Yep. And then I think that's that level. There's that. And then the rest we're gonna hear. So,
I look forward to hearing Hell.
I've never actually showed this off, but this is the one saving factor of this game. Here's the password to the ending. They did not provide a translation for what this actually means. So you finish the last area, you go through the area where you have the god powers, like the unlimited stuff, the trees, and then you get to this. By the way, that sign just says kill Lolo. Well, time to do this.
Oh god.
Oh, let's try running.
So we've gone from rock, paper, scissors to RPGs?
Yes. Also, if you remember from the original, there was no way to lose rock, paper, scissors. There's no way to lose this.
Oh, okay.
So let's dance. Let's laugh.
What? This is complete nonsense.
Let's glare.
But Lolo was not fooled. You're too savvy for
By
this
the way,
bullshit.
those damage values are set. Let's sleep.
What? This is real fucking stupid.
Let's shout.
joke? My god. I don't know what the joke was.
I don't know.
Sure, it was terrible.
Yeah, he agrees.
Oh no, Lolo, stop telling offensive jokes. This is real fucked. I can't. The king's evil, but come on.
Okay, so at this point, we defend. I think that's.
Thank you.
Let's do magic. Okay, so now we just attack.
Not enough HP to dance.
So if you didn't take these other options, it would just eventually just say you don't have enough HP, and the only thing you'd be allowed
No,
to
it's
do is
basic. So yeah, you would just if you just fought, it would work, but you wouldn't. What's the point of that? It's supposed to be fun. You got done with doing all this bullshit. Just have a little bit of fun. So yeah, you just fight until you get an option. Because this technically is a little bit of a puzzle, because you have to do one thing in order to end the fight.
Take a look.
Oh, of course. This got weird.
Did it?
No. Okay, maybe a little.
Lolo
That's
killed King
real
Edgar.
fucked.
Lolo killed King Edgar by tickling him to death.
The real tickle torture starts here.
And yes,
Wow.
That's not that good looking.
it's not. Adventure Lolo will clean that up, but yes.
For a game that has otherwise pretty alright art, that ending screen was real bad.
So yes, Satoru Iwata worked as producer on this. Hiroaki Suga was the director. And here are the puzzle creators. Miya Aoki was the one who was credited as HNY, which I am going to assume that probably meant honey.
Hmm. I can't. I feel. I don't know.
Also, I like the fact that that person he went by 2 different aliases in the same game.
Yeah, I appreciate that GSX appeared under multiple categories.
Yeah, he's the main director for this.
Just kind of did a little of everything.
Yeah.
Oh no, the king got split in half. Now he's dead or not dead.
Better than
I hate
this
it
guy.
when my roster gets interrupted.
There are more debuggers than total other people who worked on the game.
Well, there's like 180 puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
So
His right shoulder is unmoving.
Yeah.
So is he dead after this? He doesn't appear in any other games?
Well, yes, yes, he does. But it's not known if it's a different King Edgar, because I don't know. That's yeah. But yeah. Yeah, that is Revival of the Labyrinth. It is basically Eggerland tightened up a little bit, but with kinda not as good puzzles. I will go ahead and say that from this point forward in the series, they take a completely different shift in puzzle design, and
For the
basically for the better.
Okay.
The puzzles get a lot better. In fact, you can so if you really want to actually see what the puzzles in that game are, like the ones that are actually good, play the North American releases of Adventures Lolo 1 and 2, because that is where they are. Because that's what those are. The North American releases of Adventure Lolo 1 and 2 are primarily basically a greatest hits compilation of the ones from Eggerland and Revival of the Labyrinth. In fact, after this point, there was really only one other release under the Eggerland name, and it's actually a game that came out a week later on the Famicom Disk System. We'll take a look at that one when we actually take a look. I have the episode that we'll take a look at it in on April 20th when we, celebrate a 30th anniversary. But yeah, that's Eggerland Revival of the Labyrinth. It should be a really good game, and it just just to put in an example, when I first got my copy of Eggerland, I sat through and played that thing on the disc for like a month straight, trying to beat that game without a guide, and I really enjoyed the experience. I tried to do the same for this one. Even I was using a Retron 5 that had save states, but using the actual hardware, it was a nightmare of an experience. This game just isn't. The puzzles are way too reliant on the action, which the engine it's not meant for that. So, yeah, unfortunately, I really cannot recommend that one in particular. This one's going under Mind. That being said, where I would put it,
Where would you put it?
Where would you put it?
I'm trying to think.
Would you rather play Nightmare?
I'm looking at Puyo Puyo. And just a
Yeah, I was
reminder,
wondering if you'd rather play this or Clue Clue Land.
I would probably rather play Clue Clue Land.
Than this or Puyo Puyo.
That's the thing.
Classic for the MSX.
I don't know if I'd rather play Yoshi, because I'm already going to put this actually under hate.
I put this above Yoshi, but that's my personal
Yeah, I kind of
preference.
I'm thinking above Yoshi.
Yeah, it sounds fine to me.
Yeah, actually, I'd put it, yeah.
I don't like Yoshi either.
It's just really bland.
I'd rather play Hatris than Yoshi.
I mean, this at least tries some shit, but it tries a bit too much and a bit too hard.
Yeah. And that's Hell Laboratory for the NES. As much as it pains me.
Does it
At least-
pain you?
Kind of, because that should be a really good game. Like, I really like some of the changes they made to it. Like, one other change that they made that actually kind of sours it a little bit. So if you remember the original Eggerland, you kind of had... It wasn't super open-ended, but it wasn't... You could do certain puzzles from different directions. The way that they structure the flow of Revival of the Labyrinth, it's a bunch of two-tailed forks. You kind of have to do every single puzzle, but you usually have a branching path where you either have to complete the left fully, and then, or you have to complete the path that gets you the key, and then you get to a door that requires that key. So it's a two-tailed path that you have to complete both ends of that you didn't reconverge, and then do another two-tailed path, if that makes sense.
Sort of?
So it's somewhat open-ended, but still pretty linear. Also, this would be the last game in the franchise, except for one really weird release that uses the open-ended map. From here on out, it goes back to the Eggerland mystery system of doing level after level after level, which isn't exactly a bad thing. But that is the last one of the map one, with one exception, which is may or may not be an official release.
May not.
I would still say it falls under the cute category.
Alright. I mean, that ending was rather silly. I don't know if there's anything that is silly instead of cute.
I'd still say overall it's cute. Also,
There's also the Buddhas. The Buddhas aren't particularly cute. They're kind of just cartoony.
And the gods as well are more cartoony.
Weren't they cartoony in the original, though?
Kind of. I'm going to put this under Masochist because
Some of the
what it
puzzles.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that one he showed off that required the bug.
And just in general, because there's a lot that require you to be way too good at the
Movement.
like there are stages that are just straight up shooting galleries. Like there is no puzzle to it. It's just you have to play it like an action game, which that game definitely is not. That is not its strong point.
On top of just needing to know, like, having ones that are just strictly running and knowing where and when to run.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say.
And also, once again, glitch bullshit, half tile bullshit, yada yada.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say for hate, like that is the. I would call it. I have it cheap balancing, but really, it's just the puzzle design is not. It's intended to be hard. It's not intended to be fun.
It was very much. It feels like it's a game where they were just trying to build upon the previous game, what they already knew, but it ended up coming out too hard.
Yeah. Because yeah, like after this, the puzzle like quality skyrockets. Like once we get to like Adventure Lolo, like it actually, which is also going to be weird with how I rank that because technically the Japanese adventure game that's called Adventure Lolo has a completely different puzzle set than Adventure Lolo 2. So it is going to be weird, like how I have to do that.
But it just seems like one of those games where they had expected you to play the previous one and learn everything from that.
So one other thing, like just to give an example, like you know how we had an issue where we couldn't see the current. You know how the Touhou game, basically what they did was basically they gave you a way to see the current.
Yeah, the animated tiles.
The way that they solved that in Adventure Lolo is they kind of get rid of the current puzzles altogether.
I mean, that's one solution, yeah.
Which is basically kind of the better solution, because usually if there is like a body of water, the way that the eggs would move down, you can't see it, but it's intuitive on where it would go. So it's not like you're seeing like an egg go in like a really weird snaky path. It is usually just down a river.
The dead snaky path.
Yes.
So many dead snakies.
Yes. So yeah, other dislike. I don't like the graphics. I don't think they look good. Like I really never like the transparent, like just black. Like the graphics aren't that good.
All right.
So I'm gonna mark it also for a dislike of graphics. Also, I'm just gonna go ahead and mark Eggerland as well. So yeah. Oh, also, yeah, also, I forgot because I can see more than you guys can.
Yeah. I was like, okay, you're marking up here, but what have you been marking this whole time?
Yeah. Marking here. But actually, I can just do this. Put it in spot. So yeah. Airland Revival of the Labyrinth. It's in the orange. So, yeah, it's the good thing is that franchise just goes up from here. But yeah, kind of had to go through that one.
We've gotten out of the rough patch.
So yes, and that is going to do it for this episode because I think that is enough to see, and also I don't know how long my voice meter is going to have. So, thank you all for watching. If you're here right now watching this on Twitch and want to see an edited version of this, you can go to my YouTube by going to youtube.ldp.life and subscribing there. And you can see the edited versions of these, usually uploaded on probably Sunday night, Monday morning. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can watch these live at twitch.ldp or twitch.tv/LoloDePuzzlo. These streams are recorded live Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can watch there. You can follow me on Twitter to kind of keep up to date with what I am doing and just me in general by following me at LoloDePuzzlo. Or if you want to also do the same, but also take part in polls and various other things, you can join my Discord by going to discord.ldp.life in your browser. That should just take you straight to the server if you have a Discord account. So, thank you all for watching, and have a good night.